Today's headline: Big win for Tinubu. See the judgment just delivered at election tribunal that is in his favor. You're welcome to today's news and thank you for tuning in to this channel. Now to the news details. Please listen till the end. The president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu's objection against the live coverage of daily court proceedings has been upheld by the Presidential Election Petition Court (PEPC) sitting in Abuja on Monday. The PDP presidential candidates Atiku Abubakar and Mr. Peter Obi of the Labour Party had filed an application on May 8th for an order to allow the live coverage of daily court proceedings. The Justice Haruna Tesmane-led five-member panel dismissed Atiku and Peter Obi's application on Monday, saying that it lacks merit. The court held that no regulatory framework or policy direction permitted it to grant such application. Meanwhile, in another story, Mr. Peter Obi had said that he has lined up 50 witnesses to prove his petition against Tinubu. Others sued in the case: Mr. Tinubu, the APC, and the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) also gave the numbers of witnesses they would call at the hearing of the Presidential Election Petition Court in Abuja on Saturday. The lawyers to the parties spoke while giving the court their reports of the court's pre-hearing sessions, which began about 2 weeks ago. Similar section was held earlier on Saturday in the case filed by Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) against Mr. Tinubu's election. The reports given by the lawyers are subject to the approval of the courts. The court's ruling on the proposals will herald a critical stage in the hearing where parties will call witnesses to testify. The witnesses will also be cross-examined by adverse parties' legal teams. Mr. Obi's lawyer, Awakalu, a law professor and senior advocate of Nigeria, SAN, told the court that his client would need 7 weeks to substantiate his claims of electoral fraud against INEC's conduct of the 25th February presidential election. In his words, "I was at the meeting this morning with the respondents, APC, INEC, and Mr. Tinubu's legal team. In terms of the scheduling, the petitioner will require 7 weeks. The election that is being contended in courts, whereby different controversies has arose based on the fact that they do not want Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu to be sworn in as the president. Now, on May 8th, Atiku and Obi filed an application that the court proceedings should be aired. There should be a live coverage so that everybody can follow the proceedings and the listing without any media trying to change or reframe the words of the court. But the court said it is against the court's law that any proceedings, any hearing that is done in the courts should not be covered live. and the court says it lacked standing. It lacks the petition lacks merit, so it was cancelled. And also, Peter Obi was accused or alleged that he did not pay a sum of 1.5 million naira to get the electoral materials. When the lawyer of Obi said that the INEC did not release the electoral materials to them, even after the court have given order to INEC. And later on, INEC said that INEC switched from the pay of 1.5 million naira to the pay to that Peter Obi did not actually ask or demand for the electoral materials. And Peter Obi said some states are not even ready to allow them have gain access to the beavers. And the beavers machine has everything needed for them to defend or prove as evidence to the courts. So now the Peter Obi lawyer pleaded to the court to give them 7 weeks to actually get every electoral materials needed and be able to plan and execute themselves well before coming back to the courts. Now the 7 weeks the president elect would have been sworn in, but it did not affect the petitions or the hearings to continue. The petitions, the hearings will continue, but the president elect has been sworn in. Now it is now left for the tribunal to give the right judgments, as long as they said that the hearings cannot be covered live. We have come to the end of the news. Thank you for staying tuned to the end. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button and the bell for more updates. Thank you.